Alrighty, so this is my Sprint 4 deliverable. I decided to go with Erlang this time, and it's been a trip, that's for sure. Um, but with Erlang, I decided to do a Sudoku solver. Love Sudoku. Fun, fun thing to just rattle off a couple every once in a while. Um, But yeah, so that's what I decided to do. Starting with the walkthrough, you have the um, module, which is basically what gets called whenever you like try to run this in Erlang. Currently, I put it in, sorry, I did it in a Visual Studio Code file, but you can uh, like write an Erlang file in like a notepad or yeah, I think it's a notepad file. So like the solve, like you have the solve board that basically just passes the board to the solve board function. The solve board function is the recursive solver for it. So it just looks at the board. It says, oh, if there's no empty spaces on the board, which um, you'll see later that the format of the board, like empty spaces are 0. So if like the find empty function, if it can't find any, then the board is solved. But if um, like there is an empty space, it'll give the row and column, and then it'll pass it to the try numbers function, which will then go through like numbers or the numbers 1 through 9 until it hits a number that fits. So the try numbers just goes through all of them. Uh, yeah, so it's goes specific board given the row and the column. Then if it's valid, it's solved, and then it ends. If it's false, then it passes it through again. Then you have the find empty here. So it's given the board, then it just passes it to find empty. Lots of passing here. Um, and you have the find empty, just goes through um, by um, rows and then, yeah, rows, then drops down a row, then drops down a row, drops down a row, finding any um, finding any zeros, like I said before. Yeah, so it's that, and then there's nothing in there, which isn't anything. It's a 0, got that. Then you have the um, valid placement, just some logic put in to basically say, yeah, the the numbers you put in are valid. You have the subgrid function, um, basically just extracts a 3 by 3 um, uh, subgrid. Yeah, the don't know why I lost that word. Um, 3 by 3 subgrid uses the um, list map and list sublist to collect the 9 values for that. You have the um, oh, yeah, you have the set cell function that basically creates a new board with, or this is what like creates, or is recursively called to create the new board or the solved board. So going in to solve this, we can compile the file. It says, okay, Sudoku is what we like to see. And then we want to see. It's like solve. That's right. So we want to know it's not what we want. So we want to take a board, take that, put it in. So this is how the board is formatted. You can see it's um, basically just like left to right, top to bottom, set in like a matrix. So like you'd have like the if you're looking at it as like a normal Sudoku board, um, you'd have like this be like 1/9, this be another ninth, this be another ninth, and then so on. You can see how it's supposed to be sectioned. So then you enter that, it basically just spits back the same thing, which is good. Shows you that it put it in. Then we do the Sudoku. So, and then you pass it the board we just put in. And then it will spit out the completed Sudoku board. And I did actually go through and solve this. And if I did my Sudoku correctly, this also did the Sudoku correctly, which I thought was pretty cool. I've yet to, like, I think it'd be fun to, um, like, have it generate boards. I think that could be a fun thing to do as like a potential future project, but we'll see if I get around to that.